A big what's up to everyone out there checking this out on ajnystrom.com, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. My name is AJ Nystrom, and welcome again to Tips and Tricks Tuesday. I hope everyone is well out there. I'm doing very well in here. This is our 11th episode, and I can't express my sincere gratitude and appreciation for the positive reception and reaction that I've received from you all so far. Today we're exploring and breaking down a high-flying, death-defying, and mind-blowing trick that I call the stick slam. Be warned, this trick is hard to master and even harder to control. I consider this an advanced level trick, but if you can pull it off, that's all worth it. Before we get started, as I mentioned in the basic flip video in episode 9, we want to use caution when attempting tricks where the sticks leave our hands. In this trick, not only is the stick leaving our hands, but we're throwing it down with significant force. Extra protection for you rookies out there is suggested. This trick can be dangerous while we're learning the correct angles of release and reaction, as well as learning to harness the power of the trick, because the trajectory or flight path of the stick can be erratic and unpredictable, to include the face and head area. Just a quick side note, please don't try any tricks while I'm explaining them, especially if the stick leaves your hand as it does with this one. Just because you're watching a super cool stick trick video doesn't mean the laws of gravity are suspended. Whatever goes up still must come down. Our first step is to create a good launch pad. The first time I tried this stick trick, I had a decent angle on my snare. The stick went whizzing by my right ear and scared the snot out of me. You don't make that mistake twice. So we want a nice, flat snare to avoid bad angles as much as possible. Basically what I'm trying to illustrate here is that you don't have to have it perfectly straight like it is here. You just don't want it too far forward so that you're headhunting on yourself, or too far back so that you're headhunting on the audience or anybody else that's on stage with you. Basically you just want it nice and flat like this. It's okay if it's a little up like this, or a little up like that. It's really not going to matter that much. But if you start getting into, that area or that area, you don't have problems. Next, we want to pick a part of the rim between French and German grip. Usually I get lucky and there's a tension rod right in the area, so I just pick that because it's easy to remember and easy to see. Okay, this is exactly what we're talking about. Out here, we got German grip. In here we got French grip. We're trying to find something right in the middle. And look what we have right there. We got a tension rod. So we still keep our nice angles. Dead center right in the middle. As you can see, I don't usually hit dead center. But we have a nice area to strike. And we can keep a consistent hit. So we can get consistent reactions. The impact is a basic rock rim shot where we hit the drum head and the rim at the same time. We want to make sure that our technique is consistent here. Hit the head too much sooner than the rim and we won't get a good reaction from the stick. Hit the rim first and not only will we not get a note, we may have to duck and cover because that stick will probably be making a beeline towards our dome piece. Here's where the plot thickens. The next step is to let go of the stick just before it impacts the snare and get our hand out of the way. This release has to be neutral, no wrist assist forward or back, as this affects rotation. Practicing on a pillow or a blanket is a good way to gain control over the move without taking target practice on the old cantaloupe. Notice how in one motion I release the stick and move my hand out of the reaction area at a downward and backward angle. Next we can take it to the snare. Unfortunately there's no baby steps here. You've just got to go for it. My best suggestion is to make sure there aren't any lights or breakable objects above or around you. Go outside if you have the space and let it fly. It's going to take some time to fully master where you have to release the stick in order for it to rebound and travel to an area that's easy for you to catch. Speaking of catching,
I knew you forgot something. Definitely forgot something.
learn to identify the butt end of the stick. the end that you hold while the stick is in the air. You want to regain control of the stick by cradling it across the palm as it would appear if you took your normal grip, flipped your hand over, and opened it up. As you're cradling the stick in a downward motion, close your hand around the stick, assuming your natural grip. Sometimes you'll end up catching the head of the stick in your hand. If you're like me, you don't have a stick endorsement and your sticks are chewed up because you've been using them for the past few months, this is going to hurt and it's just not fun. To recover from this, as seen in episode 2 of Triple T, recover from a drop stick or a broken stick in a bad stick trick, I choke up into a modified traditional grip, strike the closest cymbal, then, using the momentum of the butt end, I rotate the stick into a half revolution of the pseudo rocker fake twirl, get my index finger and middle finger around the stick, and I'm back to match grip. Don't forget that when we're doing any tricks, we want to twirl in time, we want to toss in time, we want to catch in time so we can ultimately continue to play in time. Remember, when you're practicing anything, whether fill, a groove pattern, or a trick, that perfect practice makes perfect. Make sure that your technique, posture, and strikes are all in good order so that when you speed up, your good technique will translate into good playing. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll be back next Tuesday when we talk about leading with both our strong hand and our weak hand. If you have any questions you want answered or have an idea for a concept, groove, or trick to be featured on Triple T, just send me a message on YouTube or email me at ajnystrom@hotmail.com. Check out my website at ajnystrom.com, and don't forget to like, comment on, and share my videos, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/ajnystromoficial. Keep practicing on your end, I'll keep practicing on mine, and we'll meet back here next Tuesday for another segment of Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Until then, live right, drum well, and have fun. I'm AJ Nystrom. See you next week.